Hi, Nate.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning. I'll unmute everybody for a little while. Everybody who wants to be unmuted. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Lemonade Meditation.
I need to just put your video. Quiet, please.
Maybe I'll go ahead and mute everybody except you, Nate. There we go. All right, Nate. You're there. People are still joining us. We got a bunch of people. Good to see everybody.
I recognize some faces and some names from previous sessions, so welcome back.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And welcome to new
We're going to
people.
have to hang up our phone.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
We keep hitting the mute and unmute button at the same
Sorry
time.
about that, Nate. Oh my gosh.
Where are folks joining us from this morning?
St. Paul.
Welcome back, Connie. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
And Kelly is also in St. Paul.
Oh, and my mom is on here, but she looks like my dad. She's from Detroit Lakes.
Oh, okay.
That's Dick Pratt is actually Janet Pratt.
Okay, gotcha. Right.
And I'm Marlika. I live in Roseville.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome back, Marlika.
Thank you.
And a bunch of people are typing in where they're from. We got Roseville, St. Paul, couple St. Pauls.
Yeah. And welcome Anna and Sharon Payne.
Hi, Sharon. So good to be with people. We're sort of starved for connection, right? So I have such delight, extra delight, seeing faces I recognize and even those I don't. Gosh, that's a silver lining, isn't it? I think we'll appreciate our peeps. Some thumbs up, yes. Any announcements, Nate? Just we always want to remind people that this is weekly because there was confusion about that.
If you do get bumped off, you can go right back to the same link and rejoin.
I'm still nervous about this Zoom bombing thing. It hasn't happened to me. Supposedly, as the host, I'm able to take people off, but I haven't done that yet. In fact, I got to look that up. I got to get those directions so they're handy again. But Nate will be leading the meditation this week. We alternate.
Well, it's nice to see your face, Al. Welcome. Well, and if you're able to turn your camera on and join us with your face, that's a really nice thing. But definitely no pressure to do that if you don't want. Oh, a few people jumped right on, it looks like. Welcome, Kelly and Bryant. Welcome back, Bryant. I remember you from last week. And we will go, so I'll be doing a guided meditation, and we'll go right until 11 a.m. and then reserve those last 10 minutes from 11 a.m. to 11:10 to be able to talk about things together as a group, to explore our experience together. And that oftentimes is one of the most meaningful parts for me of this kind of group meditation, being able to hear other people's experiences, any learnings, any takeaways, any ways that I'm like, oh yeah, I felt the same way. And that can be really nice to join, or ways it's like, oh, your experience was different than mine. I feel stretched and grown by learning from some diversity of experience. And so before we begin, is there anything else, Tom, or any questions? Or
Not that I can think of. Just so good to be with everybody.
We'll just note that it's looks like it's Janet's mom's first Zoom session.
Oh, wow.
Kelly's mom's first
Kelly's
Zoom
mom,
session,
thank you.
who looks like
Can you
her
change
dad.
my mom's name? Oh, I see. I didn't read. Can you change my mom's name to Janet? Yes, I hopefully can. You can also do it by right-clicking. So I can't do it. Tom, you can probably do it on Dick Pratt. If you see that, you can right-click and you can do rename to
Okay.
Janet, Janet.
Thank
Well,
you.
welcome for your first Zoom session. That's really exciting. Maybe the first of many. Well, we'll go ahead and begin. And just to start, go ahead and find a spot to sit and a way of sitting that helps you be both relaxed and alert. So possibly with your spine nice and long, if you're sitting on the ground or in a chair. You can, if you'd like, close your eyes. And if not, maybe just gently gaze in front of you, maybe at a spot a few feet, a little bit down. And we'll start with a deep breath. And just practice noticing whatever comes into your mind. Initially noticing your breath. Any of the sensations when you pull the air in and push the air out, or when you allow the air in and allow the air out. And throughout the meditation this morning, whenever your mind wanders, which it will many, many, many times, you can always bring it back to your breath. And just notice your breath. And when your mind wanders again, to notice that your mind is wandering. And then gently, with lots of kindness, you can bring your mind back to your breath. And maybe your mind will jump to any sounds, any smells or tastes, maybe to any other external things in your world that you sense, movement of the air, the feeling of the temperature of the air, the feeling of the clothes against your skin, the pressure up from the ground or the chair. And each time you notice those things, just notice that you're noticing them. And then gently, with lots of kindness and patience, bring your mind back to your breath. And maybe your mind wanders towards those things going on inside of you. The feelings inside your stomach or chest or other places in your body. Any muscle tension, any emotions or sensations like hunger or tiredness or maybe anxiety. And each time you notice a feeling or sensation or another internal experience, maybe any tightness in muscles or muscles that feel relaxed, or any pain in the way you're sitting, or any pain that might be ever present for you. Each time you notice those things, your mind wanders to them. Just notice that you're noticing them. And then gently, with lots of kindness and patience, bring your mind back to your breath. And just take a moment to notice your breath and all that there is to notice. And when your mind wanders to something else, maybe a memory of the past, or an anticipation about the future, or maybe another association or connection, or any of the other infinite possibility of thoughts, to just notice yourself having those thoughts, those memories, those anticipations or plans for the future, those associations. And as you notice yourself having those thoughts, then also gently and patiently, with lots of kindness, bring your thoughts back to your breath. Maybe this time you're able to notice your breath for a little longer. Maybe your mind has slowed down a little bit. And it's easier to rest on noticing your breath before it zooms off to think about something else. And each time it wanders off, just take a moment to notice that it's wandering, to notice what your mind is doing, whatever is in your awareness. Any sounds, any feelings, any sensations, any emotions, or any thoughts. And recognize that this is mindfulness meditation. Just noticing what's happening. Or in other words, just observing it or being with it. And in our practice this morning, go ahead and continue to practice each time that your mind wanders from your breath, to maybe get a little better at noticing that. And practice noticing that. And then gently and patiently, with lots of kindness, bring your attention back to your breath. And this morning, in addition to simply practicing mindfulness, we are also going to cultivate some gratitude. And whenever our mind wanders to something, we'll practice noticing it, but then also cultivating some gratitude for whatever that thought or feeling might be. Feel free to follow my guidance as I note some things. But with each thing that you notice that comes into your awareness, practice noticing it and then attempt to be grateful for that thing. And each time you notice your breath, be grateful for that breath and all that might come with that. The gift of life itself. Maybe your mind wanders towards the person that gave birth to you. And it can be easy for many people to be grateful for that person. Maybe your mind wanders towards those that fed you as an infant and changed your diapers, clothed you and bathed you, and taught you to speak and understand. Along with the gift of breath, there's the gift of a heartbeat, steady, regular, moment after moment, pumping fresh, life-giving blood to all your organs. Maybe as you notice the gift of hearing, you can be grateful for the song of a bird you might hear, or the notes of a band or orchestra, or even the sound of your own breath flowing in, flowing out, or the sound of my voice, which might lead to gratitude for technology, being able to connect in this way. And with any other sounds or smells or tastes, there's a whole world of things to be grateful for. We flip a switch and a light appears. We can turn a tap and clean, drinkable water flows. And we can adjust the temperature of that water for our current needs. We can adjust a thermostat and our room grows warmer or cooler. We have a roof to keep us dry when it rains, the walls to keep out the cold wind, or maybe the sound of playing children. So much gratitude with all the things that are in our here and now. The sun that might be shining in through a window. Screens that can keep out insects. Maybe the lack of sound, the quietness. We can enter a vehicle and it will take us where we want to go. Many of us have access to machines that will wash our clothes. And we have clothes to wear, places to store them. There are machines that store our food at just the right temperature, and other machines that can help us cook it. We have indoor plumbing, many of us. We have public libraries and access to the internet and other technologies with thousands of books and recordings, movies. We have many modern technologies that make life much easier, including medicines and glasses and contacts and soaps and many, many other things. Now take a moment to reflect on all of the thousands of people who have worked hard, many without knowing you at all, to make your life easier or more pleasant. Some who plant, grow, and harvest your food. Those who transport that food to the market. The whole production line of people and machines and systems that help you be able to eat food. The team of people who make the roads and railways. Those folks who at this time take the time to stock the shelves at the store and help you access the food and other supplies that we need. The postal service, someone who sorts the mail and others who deliver it. Those who maintain the server so you can get and send email and attend meetings virtually. Those who design operations and systems for garbage and recycling and compost and come to our houses to collect those. Law enforcement officers, people that maintain the city, construction workers, those that gather news stories and photos, the businesses that provide food and gas and other important services, the teachers in our communities, the educators that educate our children, those that might play music or create art or write or direct films or produce films, or all the things that might entertain us and uplift us. And maybe at this time, particular gratitude for the medical personnel that are working very hard. Now consider the people and the pets that you do know that enrich your life. Those who smile at you and cheer you on. Family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues, peers. Those ancestors who worked so that you could live well. Those friends who support you when you need a shoulder or a hand. Maybe those people that are sitting here with us today in our meditation. And go ahead and take the next 4 minutes to continue practicing on your own. And with any thought that might come into your mind, to notice it and practice cultivating an attitude of gratitude. And I'll bring our attention back when we have about 1 minute left in the meditation to guide us out of the meditation. You can go ahead now and bring your attention back to my voice. And notice that we have 1 minute left in this meditation. And as that awareness comes into your mind of the meditation being almost at its end, just take a moment to notice any thoughts or feelings that might arise with that awareness. Any maybe relief or excitement to be done, maybe any longing for it to continue, or sadness that it's almost over, or any other possible thoughts or feelings that come up. And again, to just notice those, and then practice being grateful for those thoughts, those feelings. And now you can go ahead and start to maybe move around a bit. Start to bring your attention back to the screen. You can open your eyes as you're ready. So it is right at 11 a.m. right now, and we do have 10 minutes. We'll get kicked off, I think, right at 11:10. But I'm very curious to open it up, and you can unmute yourself to really hear anything that you'd like to share with the group, anything about this experience that maybe you found meaningful, or any questions or curiosities that you might have, or really anything that you would want to share about your experience today. Somebody just wrote to me, "Thank you, Nate." So there's some gratitude they're practicing.
I'll go. I feel it was wonderful. Thank you. And I'm feeling revitalized. I have a lot of things coming up. I'm moving in a week and very overwhelmed given the condition of the world plus personal things. But this helped. I feel really revitalized and the gratitude was very helpful.
Wonderful. Where are you moving to?
I'm moving to a townhouse in Plymouth. I have a house
Okay.
at Robbinsdale that luckily I got a purchase order on March 18th. So a purchase agreement. So it was very crazy timing with everything. So I'm very grateful for that. And we close on May 1st.
Well, good luck with that. I'm guessing you'll need a lot of revitalizing to get
Yes.
through the move. I don't envy you with that.
We'll get through it. I have friends helping too, so thank you.
Well, and I got emotional a little bit, and I noticed, Sharon, you wiping away maybe what might be tears, and so I'm very grateful for those tears. There's not too many things that are better than feeling emotion like that. So.
There we go again.
I'm feeling gratitude for community and the experience of sharing these meditations with people I haven't met before. And that gives me a sense of calm and hope, of that connection to all living things, and the love that's out there among a lot of uncertainty and fear and some combativeness I'm seeing between people and their point of views, that underneath all that, we truly are all connected, even though we're all having very different experiences from one another. So I'm grateful for that. And I was very grateful to have the sun shining on me really warmly throughout the meditation.
Me too. Yeah. I see the sun for a lot of folks shining in. That's nice.
Hi, Nate. I haven't met you, but I did a workshop with Tom, and we did some meditations in it. And I found there I could get into the groove in about 5 minutes, and I noticed here it took me longer, but I got there. What we talked about, the monkey mind, was running all over the place. So it made me kind of be aware how this situation is affecting me and be tuned into it. But we have tools that we can get back to in these unusual times. So thank you.
Absolutely. How many other folks had some good monkey mind today? Seems like most every hand went up. We have about 5 more minutes. I see a lot of people in the chat saying thank you.
One person saying, I had tears too.
Oh, that's right.
And I forgot to mention earlier, somebody is joining us from Ottawa. How cool is that? Ottawa, Canada.
I wanted to say thank you for doing this group together. It makes a really big difference to meditate with other people. I'm doing it on my own, but just with all the isolation we're experiencing, it really, I got into the relaxation feeling a lot faster together than on my own. And also, to your point, Marieke, I don't know if that I'm saying it properly.
Oh, it's really good.
Okay, sorry. I used to really love going for walks, but there's a lot of angry people outside now. So it's like a little haven to come in here today. I really thank you for your gentle presence.
Was this your first time with us?
No, I've been on audio a couple of times, but I had problems getting my video going, which I finally managed to fix last week. So yeah, it's really nice to be here.
Well, welcome back, and it's nice to hear from you. And you definitely have a very calming presence as well, the way that you speak. And
thanks.
Thank you, Nate. This is my first time on the meditation. Thank you. And I also enjoy being here with everyone. And the gratitude is so important right now, because to think about what's going on in my own household, it's just such a tiny, tiny subset of what's going on in the whole world, and that everyone is out there helping me and supporting me to do what I'm doing, and that we're all connected. I'm also grateful for this beautiful view that I'm looking at, and for this beautiful house that I have, and just grateful for all of you today. So thank you so much.
Sweet.
thank you. This is really nice to hear from so many people. We have 3 more minutes.
Probably less, because we did start a little earlier.
Oh yeah, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds before we get kicked off. I will quickly paste in, if anyone has quick fingers before we get kicked off, to the link of, whoops, I did that privately. I want to give it to everyone. So this is, I borrowed some of the meditation from this person at University of Berkeley, and it has a script, so you're welcome. And I think there's an audio too. So if you're quick enough before we get kicked off, you can copy and paste that if you liked it.
I'm recording these and posting them on the YouTube channel for Full Heart Living also, so that's another way. Well,
Tom, do you want to take us out?
Yes, sure. God, thank you for doing this, Nate. This was just beautiful. How about, if you like, placing one or both hands on your heart, and as we bring this experience to a close, just silently bringing gratitude for the self and the community. And keep breathing deeply. Maybe continuing for 1 minute beyond our time together this morning.